All right, all right. LDMMAC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, shout out to bjpin.com. I noticed this, and I was on a live stream with World Breaker Fighting, for a couple of hours, and we were actually having a discussion about the same thing. Okay, so old Johnny's at it again, and I told y'all. I've been telling y'all about Jon Jones. Now, hopefully people start listening to me. I'm telling y'all, man, this guy, he's got the word F up, and his name, he should be in a dictionary with F right beside his name. He should. Because this guy has found every way to mess it up. And now, it's pissing me off that the UFC, Dana White and Jeff Novitzky, they're trying to cover up this whole just, you know what I call the UFC? It's no longer the Ultimate Fighting Championship. This is the Ultimate Fighting Circus. That's what this is. This is the Ultimate Fighting Circus. And we're in a damn, we're in a circus show. And the head, whatever the person that's in charge is Dana White. I mean, guys, I was trying to tell y'all, you notice that Dana White, he didn't even want to speak on this. Dana White gave it up to Jeff Novitzky. Jeff, you explain. Like, if you ask Dana, how you going to explain this? Oh, well, I'm not going to explain. Jeff is. Because Dana White know, man. He know deep down that he is completely out of words for Jon Jones. There's nothing else he can say. I mean, Dana White can't do anything. He can't say anything to actually help Jon Jones in this situation. There's nothing he can say. Nobody can help Jon Jones. Jon Jones is screwing up. And, shout out to Daniel Cormier, man. Shout out to him for continuously, keeping it all the way 100. Shout out to Cormier. See, Cormier caught a lot of flack, man. He caught a lot of boos from the crowd, and, everybody's talking about he's running around here hating on Jon Jones and, all this other stuff, man. DC was hating on him because, DC know that he can't be as good as Jon Jones. And here it is, man. This man got to take, this man got to take steroids. This man got to take performance-enhancing drugs to beat you. I mean, that's what he got to do. And that's the reality of the situation. Okay, and I disagree with my brother. I disagree with my brother, World Breaker. I disagree with him completely. Not only do I think Jon Jones is dirty, I think the UFC tried to cover it up. And guys, if somebody tell me you got trace amounts in your system, trace amounts? My whole argument was, okay, well, Alexander Povetkin had trace amounts in his system, and I tell you what, we went full steam ahead on Povetkin, so this the same thing. This the exact same thing. Jon Jones been messing up, man. If Jon Jones didn't have a history, okay, if Jon Jones honestly did not have a history of this, then I would give him the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, I don't think he's dirty. But see, Jon Jones got a history of this. This is nothing new, y'all. This is nothing new. There's nothing new about what's being said right here. Jon Jones has a history of doing this kind of thing. And that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. Okay? He's got a history of this. And I'm dropping another video. I'm dropping another video about the drug T-ball. I'm dropping a video about that. Because people need to see, some of the things that's in that video. Like, people saying, well, this is residue from 2017. What? Is everybody stupid? This stuff has a half-life of 16 hours. That means like it's going to take a half of the half to actually get it out of your system. And it depends on how many milligrams Jon Jones took a day. But I know that it's not going to take 365 days to flush that stuff out of your system. That, I tell you what, no. See, I'm going to tell you why there's trace amounts in this dude's bloodstream. You want to know why it's still trace amounts? Because he's still doing it. That's why there's trace amounts, because he's still doing it. He hasn't stopped doing it. That's just how it is. Jon Jones hadn't stopped doping. And because he hadn't stopped doping, now you look at this whole card, man. You look at this whole card. This whole card got to be moved over to L.A. And y'all want to know what Jon Jones said in his statement? He didn't say he apologized to the fans. No, he didn't apologize to the fans, for the misunderstanding. No, he didn't do that. Nope. He talking about, I'm going to keep on going strong. And, I want to thank whoever he was thanking. I want to thank them for allowing me to fight Gustafsson. He didn't say anything about the fans. See, this right here tells you. Jon Jones is an asshole. He's always been an asshole, but you guys are seeing that like full-fledged right now. You're seeing it. And see, DC, I was telling y'all too that Daniel Cormier has been right about Jon Jones since day one. I've been telling y'all, DC is just a hater. Well, he tested positive again. DC know what's up, man. And for all you people talking about West just to trace them out, man, and the UFC said that John Jones ain't do nothing wrong. Look, man, every fighter on the UFC roster, every fighter not on the UFC roster, they know what's up, man. Go look at some of the comments that these fighters are leaving. They know what's up. They know this dude pop. They know this dude is dirty. This is the unwritten rule in MMA. Dude, you know John Jones has always, you know he dirty. But people just get tired of it because they know that the UFC not going to do anything about this guy being dirty. They not. This guy going to get the comeback. He going to always get a title shot because John Jones is a cash cow. So he's going to make the money. The money's going to be there, so they're going to keep giving John these opportunities. Daniel Cormier, Stipe Miocic, they ain't cash cows. They ain't cash cows. I mean, their mode of messing up is just not that great. Unfortunately for the UFC, they got to protect the bottom line. So John Jones got to fight. I mean, these fighters, you think about it, man, they got to rearrange. You know, if they got family members, their family members got to, you know, they still got to fly to Vegas and then drive 4 hours. Okay, they got to drive 4 hours to get to California. And if they want to fly again, they got to book another flight. They got to spend more money. But Dana White and the UFC, man, they don't think that in this situation, they don't really think about the fans. They didn't think about the fans in this situation. They don't give a crap. They don't give a crap. And think about it, man. You changed the venue 6 days before the fight is out. That just don't make no sense. I mean, you got fighters like Nunes pissed off, Chris Cyborg, they pissed off. Okay, you got Mercy, who, you know, done already booked her flight. She already booked her flight. Now she probably can't go because, you know, she don't have the extra money, man. She don't have the extra money to try to get to L.A. So, I mean, you know, Mercy probably won't get to go. That's the biggest Cyborg fan on the internet. And she wanted to be right there at the fight. She can't do it now. All because of John Jones' stupid ass. And guys, I'm putting it out there. John Jones is a disgrace to martial arts. This man is no martial artist. This man don't have no honor. You know what, man? He only cares about John Jones. Daniel Cormier was right. He was right 2 years ago. He was right last year. DC was like, John Jones only cares about John Jones. He's selfish. And man, I tell you, man. I tell you. I honestly, this stuff going on, man, I think these fighters, it's time for some of these fighters to boycott. It really is, man. It's time for these fighters to go in and really, you know, show, hey, look, that's fine. You know, if you can't submit to our demands, then we ain't got to fight. We'll just go ahead and just take it off. Okay, we'll just go ahead and lose that money. We'll go ahead and do what we got to do. Because we sick and tired of the politics, man. And these fighters, they need to get together. They need to band together. So this stuff like the Conor McGregors, okay, like the Conor McGregors and the John Joneses, you know, of the world won't control what business decisions that the company make, man. John Jones affected hundreds of people, man, thousands of people. All because this man can't stop popping pills. John Jones dirty. I don't want to hear this crap. Oh, he ain't dirty. He not dirty, yo. Ain't no proof to it. Look, the proof is out there in history, man. The proof is out there. And I'm glad DC, they calling him out. Mark Hunt done called him out. Even some fighters, you know what? And again, I'm going to even side with Megan Anderson. Megan Anderson called it out and was like, you know, and it's an inconvenience. Even for Megan, for Cyborg, for Zingano, okay, for Nunes, it's an inconvenience, man. Okay, and then, you know, come to find out, man, they might not even make the same money, man. They might lose money going to LA. I'm talking about the fighters. Like, man, it's a whole, God almighty, man. And people don't see nothing wrong with John Jones. People don't see nothing wrong with him. Oh, you know, people just hating on him. Who the hell hating on this dude? Don't nobody want to live like John Jones. Don't nobody want to keep doing what he do. And John Jones, he's lying so much, man. This guy's telling so many lies that, you know, it's to the point now, John Jones will look you in your eye and tell a lie. He told them people at that darn hearing that he had. Told them that he'd never do this again. And, man, they need to ban this guy. They need to get him up out of here. They need to get him up out of here, man. They need to. Everybody mad, man. Everybody rightly should be upset. And you can tell Dana White, he was visibly upset. Dana White was pissed off. And you know, Dana had that look like, man, I give this guy another chance. And Dana was like, oh, John Jones will never headline. He's never going to headline a main event again. John Jones headlining a main event again. How does that sound, Dana White? You whisker, man. You got a guy with an addiction, okay? You got a guy with the heavy addiction. And unfortunately, for the UFC and Dana White and to all the people affected by this, This guy hasn't got over his addictions. And you just don't get over addictions like that, man. An addiction is a serious thing. This man is addicted to drugs. Any kind of drug. And I figured it out. The man is addicted to drugs, y'all. That's just the way that is. This man has a drug problem. John Jones needs to be in a drug rehab. John Jones needs drug rehab. John Jones don't need to be fighting. He need to be in rehab for an extended amount of time. Could you imagine living at home with him? Could you imagine what the hell his fiance got to go through? Could you imagine being that woman? Would you want to be that woman? I know nobody in their right damn mind would want to be John Jones' fiance right now. God, dog. Because the home is not stable. He unstable. Okay? He doing all this weird stuff, man. And now, him, McGregor, same thing. It pisses you off that fighters like him and Conor McGregor, they can hold the entire company by the testicles. They can hold all the other fighters by the gonads. They can hold every fighter at bay because of their actions. You got Conor McGregor throwing a dolly through a window, cost people paydays. Now people got to sue. And now you got John Jones running around here, man. Can't get it right. Can't get right. Hey, man, I'm telling you now. Any criticism of John Jones is warranted. All of it. And I'm never going to defend this guy. Never again. I used to 2-3 years ago. I'll never defend this dude again. It's your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done. Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.